the wife is not giving it up in the bedroom, does that justify a man going out to seek some nookie outside?
Where does she expect you to get
What
it?
a dog.
Don't think someone will want to explore fantasies when you're already married. That will still happen in a relationship phase. Then you understand from them.
No.
You can't have triple standards
Yeah, you
as,
can.
as KB.
You can.
You can't. You
No,
can't.
I can. I shouldn't, but
Yeah.
I can.
She loves him and feels appreciated. You know,
she
as
loves,
they do.
She loves the nigga that she cheated with.
Yeah. Second option, he satisfies her sexually.
Then he can satisfy her out of my life.
The question is,
I don't know.
if you give me your body count,
This is it. But
and
why
then you're gonna hurt me.
Don't ask me a question to something that the answer's gonna hurt you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Redemption, yet again. Wow, we're back at it, gentlemen. Another roundtable session.
Yes.
South Africa, we're here to educate. We're here to tell you a lot of things you may not understand about us. Everything about men, everything about understanding the depth of issues we face. But in roundtable, we're going to break down certain things that happen in the bedroom. I've got Jimmy J here, and I've got Kabza. How are we doing today, gents?
Oh, good ex, how are you, man?
We're on.
We're on.
Let's go.
We are the prize today. Yes,
Then
usual.
tell me.
We don't have to tell him twice. Eh? We don't
Tell
have to.
me.
Mr. Prize.
Yes, Mr. Price.
Gentlemen.
Don't say Mr. Price. Sounds like Mr. Price. man.
Mr. Price.
Nah. Come on.
Gents, today we've got an episode that's going to break down a lot of things we need to understand.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's things around the bedroom, as usual.
Okay.
And things that affect how we perceive certain things about our partners versus males versus females. How do you see it this way versus that way? Hypothetically speaking, what if?
What if?
Are we ready for this?
Come on, bro.
Throw it at you. Okay, I've got my first one.
Let's go.
If the wife is not giving it up in the bedroom, does that justify a man going out to seek some nookie outside? And by nookie, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's a simple one. If she's not giving it, where does she expect you to get it?
Ooh.
Where does she expect you to get
What a
it?
dog.
Oh, he's a dog.
He's a mutt. No, listen. No. I mean, yeah, you must go eat, Moss. Huh?
A man's got it.
Meat
go
is meat,
eat.
a man must eat.
Yeah.
Are we
I'm
there
saying,
now?
like, come on, bro. What you stay hungry?
All right, but,
Okay, but let's find out, why is she not giving it up?
good point.
Yeah.
You know what? You hit it right on the nail because my question would have been, why? What's going on?
Exactly.
You boring her.
Oh, okay.
What if you boring her?
But are we gonna go out and get it outside? What does that do? What's the consequences? Let me be on the ladies' side for a change.
No, but
What are the consequences? Are you ready for them?
I think for me is to understand why is she doing that,
Yeah.
and then if the reasons I feel like they are not good enough for me to understand.
There'll never be a good enough reason, bro.
You
Come
know
on,
what? Like, you know, there's
So wait. I'm gonna jump on that. I want you to finish the statement that you're about to make.
Yeah.
Keeping in mind, you're still my ring, nigga.
Yeah.
Now take it back.
Yeah, so what I was saying is that, you know, you need to understand the reasons, because sometimes there can be silly reasons. I'm always tired. We did it last week. We done this. You done that. You know.
Did it last week.
You know. You know what I mean.
Can't you guys have
Is that,
schedules?
it's crazy. That's where I was going.
You're
I
on
was
a roster.
Wait a minute.
No,
On a roster.
I'm now thinking of possible reasons that you could be given.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
For that reason, it's still empty.
You know what I mean? So if the reasons are not good enough, then you'll go out and get it.
Yeah, but you could get it even. Like, why?
Let's throw this in there.
The
What
why-
happens if you
that-
get it
Then I got it.
and then you bring back a third party?
What do you mean? For what?
Yeah.
Yeah?
You get another woman pregnant. Ooh, we didn't see that one coming.
When you're going out there,
Yeah.
Nah, but
it's bound to happen.
who's
And-
wilding like that? That's trash, bro. That's trash. I went outside, then made a baby outside.
It happens, doesn't it?
To who?
To many men out there.
Nah, it happens to you, bro.
Oh, okay. Nah. It has not happened to me, luckily.
It happens to you, bro. That's insane. Now,
Okay, so we're saying it's not justified.
It's not
Is
justified.
it fine for you to go get the nookie outside or not?
would it be? What if she does it to you? You're gonna be number one crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's about beat her to the punch. Is that where you're going with this?
It's
now?
not beat it to the punch, but I mean, if at some point,
How healthy is your relation to even think on that level?
yeah, I mean, clearly maybe she's getting it from somewhere else.
Yeah, it could be an
Maybe
element.
she's getting it from somewhere else.
Because that side nigga is saying, uncishele parendlini.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? So there could be that element. And now I think we should also, it's a problem. There could be that.
Yeah.
There could be that.
Yeah.
So I think when you understand the reasons,
Yeah.
I mean, as a guy, you also need to understand your flaws, why that is happening.
Loved it.
I don't have flaws.
Ooh,
keep telling you.
okay.
I don't have flaws, bro.
Mr. Perfect.
No, not even
Mr.
perfect.
Prize.
Just don't have no. Come on, no. Come on.
Okay, now let's take what you were saying earlier. Let's flip the script for a bit. Listen to my next one. If the hubby is not delivering services in the bedroom, ooh, now we're going to the flipping of the script.
Okay.
Would it justify a woman going outside to seek some mandingo action?
Yeah, she will.
No, you're gonna be crying big time.
Oh, but now wait. Let's just
crying
go
big
back.
time.
Earlier, we just said it's justified for you to get the nookie outside.
We didn't say it's justified. We're just saying it's
It's okay.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Not even it's okay. It's just gonna happen.
So for her to do it because you're not delivering in the bedroom, is that fair?
Did she tell me that? Because usually they say they like to be communicators.
Ah, okay.
Did she tell me that?
Yeah.
But do you actually think they would tell you?
Yeah, they will.
Just from an ego perspective, gents, let's think about it.
You know,
What ego?
you know when someone wants to build something with you
Yeah.
and doesn't want to lose you, they'll sit you down and say, you know what, this is how I like doing this. This is how I enjoy. I think you're doing a good job, but I think maybe let's check it out.
Spoken like a married
good
man.
enough,
I love it. I
Not
love
good
it.
enough because you're outside now trying to get it.
I think with this, it's a question of what's wrong with the services you're offering.
Is she take
For
a
her
lot?
to
What do you
need
mean?
it.
What do you mean? What's wrong with the service she's delivering? She take a lot. What's going on here? Huh? Is she delivering this thing inside a box? What's going on here?
Yeah, well, services being, are you doing the work? Uyashaya na.
Yeah, this thing.
Uyayibamba inkonzo ekamereni noma.
It all comes down to communication, Cabs.
Yeah.
If ever, like, I'm with a person and they don't tell me about my flaws, where I need to improve, then what's the point? I'm with you
Yeah.
as a woman, and I'm with you so that I don't want to go outside. They're busy chasing all these other things. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I want to be with you. I want to do it with one person. I
So
want
she
to
should tell you, that's what you're going.
Yeah,
She
communicate.
should tell you that the service is a gyala baba.
Yeah.
Are you gonna change? Ha! You see? Now she's asking you to do backflips. What can you do?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You're
Like,
trying to helicopters here.
first of all, when you are with your type, she's not gonna make you do backflips. In the,
No, but she says that's why it's not. I'm not giving it to you because you're not doing backflips.
no, then maybe it's not
Yeah.
your type.
Now it's out of your power now.
Maybe it's not your type.
I think I get where he's going
in
with this.
everything
but
that you do
Yeah.
with that person, until at what age is he gonna be doing backflips? 60, 70? Because you wanna grow old with this person.
But that's what I'm saying. Like she's gonna want something that you can't give. What do you do then, bro?
But have you tried?
Trash. That's what I'm
Have
telling
you
you.
tried?
What were you doing with someone who's doing backflips and marrying them? This is where his point comes
No,
in.
but then it means that the thing you might understand. These people might have.
Home type.
No, she might
man.
have fantasies, bro. What must I do now?
Okay, then go watch
Guys,
50 Shades together,
Oh,
man.
She's busy. She's busy. They're trying to role play here. Yeah.
Pulling helicopters and you
don't-
got
I don't-
broken necks now.
Now you must be Bobby Valentino. No, come on.
But with that said, as I don't think someone will want to explore fantasies
Yeah.
when you're already married. That will still happen in a relationship phase. Then you understand from there.
No,
that-
but they're going to want that, bro, because it's stale. You have to
Basically, there's no
rejuvenate.
more
Yeah,
fire.
bro, it's like
So
you
I
have to
think let's
rejuvenate.
bring it back to the main here. Is she justified? Much like we asked earlier, are we justified to get Nuki outside?
I'm justified.
Would she be
I
justified
don't
if
know
you're
about
not
you.
delivering in the bedroom?
I'm justified. I don't know about you. I'm justified.
Okay, so it's double standards.
Yeah, I know.
No, triple. So, what you gonna do? Yeah, come on, what you mean? No.
Ooh, questions. Okay. Yeah, no, we seem to be floating in the same ocean here as the ladies. So You can't have triple standards
Yeah, you
as,
can.
as KB.
You can.
You can't.
No,
can't.
I can. I shouldn't, but I can.
Oh, you can. Because you're a man, right?
No, because I'm me.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Guy. Come on now.
All right, let's move to the hypotheticals here, Chase.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm gonna throw scenarios where we really need to break it down on purposes of understanding. Should this stay a secret? And we call this, should I keep it there? And hypothetically, what happens as well?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
I just want to take this further now and just imagine, I want you to imagine something here.
Okay.
If your woman cheats on you, all right, and you find out,
Okay.
right? You confront her and she confesses to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Which of the two reasons is better?
What does he look like, that guy?
I just want to finish.
How did I find out?
What does he look like? How did I find
How did I
out?
find out? Yeah.
Chance.
Like, it doesn't make
You
sense.
don't even care about the reasons now. You're like,
No, but come on, bro. You want to first investigate. How did he get her?
yeah. It happens.
To who?
How did you get her? Same way he got her.
What do you mean? How did I? The prize.
You're the
I
prize.
keep telling you, prize don't have moves, bro. It comes to you. It's a given gift. So that's what I'm saying. What does that guy look like? What did he do?
It's not a prize, it's a gift.
After you've been a curse. And with your leave, we just told you.
Come on now.
All right, let me lay it on you. The following options, right? Option 1 says, she loves him and feels appreciated. You know, as they do.
She loves the nigga that she cheated with.
Yeah. Second option, he satisfies her sexually.
Then he can satisfy her out of my life.
The question is,
I don't know. Are you bowing, are you
which
bowing
reason
down?
is better and
Yeah,
why?
you can say
Are you bowing
no
down?
reason and why. Yeah, but
Which reason is better and why? Let's just put ourselves in this hypothetical.
Okay, on a hypothetical situation, let's
Yeah.
say,
Let me know. You want to know the first option? She says she loves him and feels appreciated. Or it's because, hey, that's a Benzubaf.
okay, and the third one?
That's just two.
you see triple standard, like I said. So that's why it's like, what the hell did he do? Like, I don't understand. So he can satisfy her
Yeah.
outside and love her out of my life.
Ooh. Okay. So you basically saying I ain't having it.
How do you say you love this? What's going on where we're loving people now?
Also, she should just do it for the sake of doing it without the love.
The thing is, the minute you say you love that person,
Yeah.
what does that put you in? That mind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What mind
Yeah.
frame?
Exactly, you're right.
are you
Because
in?
which means she feels nothing for you anymore.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah, she loves
now
him.
we're best friends that live together.
Dude,
Best friends that live together.
Come on, bro.
Nah, that's just your ego. You can love more than one
Best
person.
friends that live together.
But I'm going to throw this at you, and this is based on a lot of research
yeah.
where a woman does not cheat out of the sake of cheating. There's emotion involved. How did she even get there?
That's my point. That's why I keep
Yeah.
asking, like, what did this guy do for that to even be?
Or it's the
her?
guy's fault. It's not your fault. It's the guy who she cheated with.
Why would it be my fault?
yeah, like you
was I there when she was hooking up with a guy? Did I send her to?
Now you. What's
Why should it be
Now-
my
now-
fault? Why?
So you can never do anything wrong to push a woman to cheat.
Now, what do they call that? Namacuckled. What's that thing?
Olive,
Nah.
can we have a view from
No.
you, please?
No, I think the guys are being ridiculous right now. I mean, you're trying to express the fact that when women cheat, it's not your fault. Yeah. That's basically what you're saying. It's like she just woke up one day and decided to. Clearly, when a woman goes out of a relationship where she had feelings involved and a commitment involved, when she goes out there, clearly something stemmed out of your ass not doing what you're supposed to do. Simple. So don't act as if, but I'm not finished. But don't act as if the lady just woke up one day and decided to cheat. And more often than not, as you would know, if a woman is in a committed relationship, worse if she's married, if she'd made that commitment, clearly, if she steps out of the marriage, it has something to do with your ass.
Nah, it's not.
I mean, you're trying to explain.
She's premeditated.
Ladies,
No,
we want to
Ah,
hear your
wait.
views. We want to see your comments.
That's
Wait,
premeditated.
but-
all right.
I would
for it.
rather have her before going to do that. Communicate with me.
Okay.
You know what? I don't feel appreciated anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't feel the life. I don't feel those things. If you don't improve on that, I'm going out to get it.
If you don't
Okay.
improve,
But
So
what if
you-
she's
you-
been doing it? What if she's been saying that?
And
what
you
if over
ignore
the
her?
years she's been asking you, give me the attention that you need? What if over the years she's been trying to get your attention? You've not been giving her the time out of which she was asking for.
I would think
And then
only
she found that comfort elsewhere.
I'm with you, Caps.
Nah,
Then the guy should love her out of my life.
you know what I'm saying?
Then she should
Yeah, like love her out of my life, bro. Like, like
You know what? I love this. I love this. I love this. South Africa, give us your views.
what?
Go comment. Tell us what you think. But I think I'm going to run with Abuti Olive in the background.
You
yeah?
would do.
You're
To
running,
say,
you're running with shit.
I'm not running with sheep,
No,
gents.
no,
Gents,
really.
you know what? We live in a world where we push a lot of double standards from our sisters. Why are we having the double standards ourselves? Because we need to be able to listen to them. You know, we
but
hear
dog,
that
you
men.
just said to me that she said she loves him. That's mad.
Yeah, but that's what I was referring to
Man,
earlier
bro.
to say.
No,
a
I think the
woman
guys
will
are being
never cheat
ridiculous
on
right now.
basis that she
I mean,
just
you're
wants
trying to
have fun.
explain-
Unlike us, we will cheat for the dumbest reasons. You know, for the sake of gikhalele, beile. They will cheat out of emotional.
Black men don't cheat.
Black men don't shit.
Black men don't cheat.
What do we do? What do we do, Kabza? Tell us.
We don't cheat. I don't know what we do, but we don't cheat.
Yeah.
We just.
We do a lot of things, but cheating is not one of them.
It's not okay. Okay. Ooh,
Come on now.
ooh. That was
You know,
that was
X-
a tough one to swallow. Yes.
If maybe I may just also just make this point is unfortunately, you know, I think guys are just making light of this, but 90, you know, most of the time with women, it takes a lot for them to actually go out and cheat, you know, because for them, they can actually go through the temptations of whatever guy that can bring either whether it's wealth, six pack, or whatever it is that they bring to the table. And you know, most of the time they fight through the frustration with your dwarf ass. At the end of the day, trying to make you know, the important factor or their person in their life. So they don't necessarily what do you call this? They don't give attention to their suitor. They might be friendly to them, but you know, there comes a time where she keeps on expecting the same thing she keeps on expecting the same thing and the same affection, the same attention, the same whatever from their husband or from their partner. And if they get it elsewhere and they get it outside, more often than not, they would have given you enough time for you to be able to make sure that you change or you satisfy that need. And if you fail to, women are pushed to find themselves in that situation.
Yeah, but now she wants to do that's
South
crazy.
Africa. Wow.
No.
You know what? This takes us back to one of the episodes that once did. That you know
Yeah.
what? I meet you. You're a career man.
Yeah.
When you meet, you've got a little bit of time to show her how your life is.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then your career strikes. You are now a busy person. You don't have that enough time for her. And then she doesn't feel appreciated and she doesn't feel loved. But
Yes.
when you met, you told her that you were a career
Busy
man. You are
person.
chasing this, you are chasing that. So now your thing should stop just because you met someone.
But I
No,
think
but that's
I-
different.
That's
No, it's not
different.
different.
That's different.
However, if I may, Abuti Olive as well. I love your point, Jimmy, because you are on point here. You're talking about this movie called Acrimony, where there's certain things that happen at a time when you are not fully there. Now, I like what you said earlier. You said you met at a time when you were still building, you had the attention, and then your career is taking off. Career and relationship have two segments in your life. You can't blame your career and neglect the love and attention.
You're not.
Yeah, but if I
that's-
told you the scenario, I told you
Yeah.
the scenario.
Exactly.
Unless you're both corporate people. Let's look at that. You know, you get you get couples that are both like one is a CEO, one is a director. You get their lives, they're busy. But if you met this lady at some point and they're like, okay, I'm doing my job, and then you blow up, you become a CEO, does not mean remove the attention from her. Yes, you're focusing on growing, but let her be the support system. Give her the attention. Because what's going to happen, the pool boy or the garden dude is going to help himself.
She's gonna cheat with Petros. You mad?
You know what, X? You know what, X? What I'm hearing here is just a bunch of excuses from men who don't want to be accountable for failing to do their manly duties.
Hey.
A simple example is if Jimmy is sitting there
Yeah.
and the mother comes in and say, Jimmy, uzoti ma, and then he will respond according to ma, yebo ma, nyaham,
Yebo.
mumba. He becomes the son.
Regardless of
And
the
then
career.
if his child comes and says Papa, he says, hey, Ngwanaka, what? He plays that role as Papa.
Yep.
And then the same thing if a boss comes in and says, hey, Jimmy, he says, yes, sir, what this and that. If the wife comes in and says, hey, Jimmy,
Baby.
you need to place that man dingo.
Yep.
As simple as
Lay
simple as
pipe,
that.
brother.
It is
Lay
not
pipe.
when you're a husband, you need to attend to your husband duties. When you're a man, attend to your man duties. Don't make excuses about career. No,
I'm
wait.
not
Listen,
disputing that.
you see
No,
your
but
problem.
I'm
Listen,
not disputing
your problem.
that.
No, you are because of you are saying your career. Listen. You're saying your career. You're saying your career
The
is
prize.
the reason why you couldn't do ABC.
No, but
Yeah.
you didn't hear me
No,
out.
but listen, but I did.
No,
actually.
listen, what I said was,
Yeah.
I said you were together, you met together, you were busy chasing something.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, your career takes off,
Yeah.
right? You no longer have that much time to spend. If you were
There's no
You
such
see.
thing, though. That's what I think.
no, there is such thing,
Abuti
guys.
Olive is describing it beautifully. And if I may, it's so clear cut. When you have a role to play as a male, regardless, it's multiple roles. Okay? It's like having multiple personality disorder. So if my mom comes in, I will say, Mom, I don't care if I'm a CEO or the president of the country. Uma. I will act accordingly. I will behave accordingly, and I'll give her the attention she deserves. She's my mom.
But you're missing
my
the
child,
point as well.
same.
You're missing the point as well.
Okay.
I never said you cannot respond as a husband to your wife
Yes.
when the career takes off.
No,
I just
I
said
think the
there's
response.
limited time. You guys,
Limited time.
you and Abu Olive, I just failed
No,
to
we're
understand
not.
that.
We're not taking away that. We're not looking at the
But
fact that you
understand
said
that, I'm
time.
not disputing that I would be the husband to my wife, regardless of whatever happens
Yeah.
with whatever he's
No,
said,
you will.
know.
But however, we are saying, don't ignore the needs. I think Abu Olive is raising that point to say she has needs, much like you would have needs if you want your woman to do her duties, and all of a sudden she's a CEO.
This is
Again,
the
I
same lady that doesn't want to explore. Imagine.
Again, I never said I'm gonna.
Don't you
Don't
still want that helicopter in the bedroom,
That's
bro?
what I'm saying. She don't want to explore. Then all of a sudden now she has needs. Come on. Compromise what?
Okay. Okay.
So it's not for her to tell me that she wants something. What are we doing? She's the one that wants something in a specific
Don't you
way.
know your duties as a man?
I can know my duty, but if she's now also chopping and changing,
But she's been
But
telling
I
you.
don't think it's a chop and change. I think the clear-cut scenario here is, how did it get to a point where you let your job take over so much that you ignore her womanly needs?
And she goes outside.
And she goes outside.
But Gabs, there's an
she's
element
trash.
that you know what?
'Cause she's trash.
Yeah, Gabs, there's an element of you
I
giving.
felt that.
There's an element that you are doing whatever you could, but it's just never enough for her. So
But
it's-
now you're throwing another element here.
No,
we
no,
are
no.
saying
No,
it's
I-
not even demanding too much. We are saying, can you do the bare minimum here?
okay, I'm giving her the bare minimum.
but I
She's
am
not
giving you
certified.
bare minimum. She don't want it.
You still want. So she's fine. She can go and love the guy.
I'm gonna go with Abuti Olive on this one. You guys are switching this to make it the woman's fault.
No, not really.
But I wanna throw another scenario, if you don't mind. If you don't mind, we'll pick this one up again later, Chance. Your woman cheats on you, and you find out.
She's always cheating.
Yep. She's always cheating.
You know scenarios.
I am sad.
You know scenarios. She's always cheating.
Always cheating.
When is she
I was
cheating on you?
sinangikolela.
This man's talking about his.
Abuti Olive.
He's talking about his life now. This is not a scenario.
Oh, I didn't see that one coming.
Okay, let's say let's
Based
say,
on a
Alright.
true story.
let's say the scenario.
Oh gosh, guys. You confront her and she confesses.
Yeah.
Okay. So we know she's cheating. She confessed. Which of the two reasons is better and why? So let me throw the reasons at you now.
Yeah.
Option one. The guy is her colleague. Yeah, but the reason you cheated because she's a colleague.
Is this thing of work wife and work husband?
Yeah.
Let's hear
See
option
that on
two.
this?
Let's say this.
We're gonna unpack it. I love that you went there. Some of us have personal experiences with that nonsense. The other guy is her ex. Which one would feel better to you in her giving you reasons why she cheated?
None of them.
None of
What do you
them,
mean,
boy.
bruh?
There is
Now I'm
none.
settle with that.
You gotta pick one, gents. Come on, don't be on the fence here. Don't cancel everything. Which one would you let land better as a man?
Okay, I think
Which one would you let land better?
You can
Not
let
that we're saying she's right.
No, you let the ex. The ex
We're
will
saying
land better.
hypothetically
Nah,
you
the
find
ex-
yourself.
The
ex
ex
will
lands
be
better
better,
because
yeah.
they have a history, but
Yeah.
the work husband, come
But
on.
wait, if the ex lands better, here's a spanner in the works. That means usashuga kangcono kunawe. Ngoba kudala.
Or they just have a connect, like to your point that you said earlier. Shangisho, she loves him. That's why I said love her out of my life. So
no, there are things that you shouldn't like run away from. You know, if they've hooked up before, they have feelings for each other. Obviously, sometimes maybe they
Are you
separate.
saying you shouldn't run away because it's okay?
No, I'm saying like
Okay.
you shouldn't ignore those things. That the fact that they've been together before,
Yeah.
maybe they're still feeling some type of way towards each other.
because
So wouldn't be, for me, I think, let me throw myself in here.
Yeah.
I handle the colleague better who's a new stranger
Nah,
than someone who knows her better than me from her past.
No,
No,
it doesn't
for
know
me-
her better than you. You guys just know on the same level. You
For
guys
me,
are, you
if-
guys are Eskimo
Which one is
brothers.
easier to forgive? Let's put it that way.
None. But point being, no, none
There's
of them.
none.
No, but point being, like the ex thing, they have a rapport, bro.
Yeah.
You understand the work husband? You guys are meant to be doing spreadsheets. She's spreading my sheets. Come on, bro. You need to do Excel and all those things. Now she's spreading back. No way. Get out of here.
All I'm saying, Gabs.
That's insane.
All I'm saying, if ever
She's spreading what?
Spreadsheets.
she spreads sheets.
Spreadsheets.
I'll coin that, bro.
All I'm saying, if he understands the new guy better, which means he's forever gonna be understanding because there's a new guy in the mall, there's a new guy at church, there's a new guy at work. So
I know, I'm gonna take love on that because you're raising something else. That means she's
on,
gonna
bruh.
keep getting new guys.
That's what I'm saying. So now,
So we're basically screwed either or here.
yeah, I mean, from the get-go.
It's just about which devil is better.
but
to
let me
love.
tell you something. Do you know sometimes when you are with someone,
Izanazo,
let's say
Izanazo,
you see someone, you with a person, and then she's like, Marumuntu so azange sihlukane, savele nje. Separate.
Sonke sinaso leso story.
Masihlangana, iyasuka futhi, So there's that element as well. So that's why it's easier to understand the X element.
And
Uyazazi
and
wena.
that's why she is trash. No, that's why that's trash though, bro. Like,
Is it trash?
It's trash.
But there are people, guys, we've got exes in our lives where it didn't end in such a way.
Are you knocking
that-
it down?
No, I'm not knocking
so
it down
what-
in what sense?
You know what sense, bro? Now
No. I mean, if I come across her, it would not be by mistake that
If-
we end up.
If they are knocking each other down,
Yeah.
Yeah.
why?
Because it didn't end badly, bro.
Even me, I'll find out that didn't end.
Yeah. Because like you're saying, we all have those things.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
just
there's those people.
Yeah, like just because you have that thing doesn't mean you need to do it.
Yeah. No. Honestly, though, it's a matter of. I love this. Hey, Abuti Olive is just throwing us here. Hey?
Yeah, because it's got X's.
Mzansi. I think it's a matter of whatever devil works best for you. Like we're saying, which reasons would land better?
Yeah.
It still hurts either or because one is a colleague, which means they consistently see each other.
Yeah.
One is an ex, which means they have a history. You are caught between a rock and a hard place here.
Yeah.
Who's the rock?
You need to understand.
Who's the rock?
Who's the rock?
The one who's tasted it before, bro.
Before me. That's wild.
That's crazy.
That's wild. Oh, she going back to that's crazy. Even that's why. Okay, cool. I'm gonna be friends with my exes.
You're gonna be friends with your exes. Of
course.
Good luck, and you can't, right?
No, nah.
We're flying here. We're still flying here.
Yeah.
We're still flying
Hey,
here.
bro.
Keep it on, bro. Keep the flag strong for us.
Nah.
I want to ask you things now, gents, that I think we all think about to a certain extent. We want to do them, but there's this question of should I, shouldn't I? Should I keep it? Should I share it? You know, I want to say there's always this vault that we have, especially as men. You know how they say we're secretive about things?
Yeah.
The question is, should we expose it or not? So I'm going to ask you, do you want to keep this in the vault or do you want to share it with your partner? Scenario. Transparency is important in any relationship. Are we agreeing, first of all?
Yep.
No, it's transparency to a point.
To a degree.
To a point, that's
Okay.
that-
That's my point about
The
this.
thing is, you don't want to speak of something that's always going to come back to bite you.
And you say this because men always get shot with their own confessions.
Exactly, yeah.
Thank you. Let me finish though
Yeah.
on that part. I love that you both have a sensitivity to transparency. But there's insignificant detail about a man or woman's past. That's true. That should be never shared, okay? With anybody and their partner especially.
Yeah.
The question is, I've got 3 things to ask you. You need to tell me, should I share it with my partner or not?
Or not.
And give me some info around it. Why? If you feel yes, why? If you feel no, why? Let's start with the first one. Body count. Siyayazi sonke ngisho.
No.
Uma ungayazi i-body count, bangaki usubagudle phansi.
Sips once. Okay.
Sips twice.
Come on, bro.
With me.
Sips twice.
Nah.
Oh, that's not my body count, by the way.
So are you saying we're keeping that in the vault or are you talking about it?
I'm asking you, would you keep that in the vault, hide it from your partner, or would you share it? What are the risks even?
No, but what does it have to do with anything?
Everything, bro.
No, it doesn't.
No, but how is that going to help us?
Because
in our
now, if I'm
relationship?
telling you that, like,
No, let's say we're sitting. It's movie night. We've done our cooking. We've got the pasta out there. We've got the wine. Sorry, I'm describing certain lives I've had. But yeah. Now it's like, babe, tell me, how many people have you actually been with? Do you share?
hey, fuck it. Like, don't ask questions to things you don't want answers for.
So you're going with the don't share. Keep it in the
No,
vault.
I mean, I'm gonna share it, but don't be hurt by it.
Oh, so which one are you? Do you want to share it or not?
Don't, like, you wanna share it and then you wanna be hurt by it afterwards. How does that make
Okay,
sense?
why? Tell us why. Tell us why.
No,
why you wanna?
No, but
why
think
would it
about
hurt her?
No, but why would you wanna ask me a question where
Okay, let's say
If
you.
you're-
Let's play this out. Me and you. Here he comes on.
That's a
I'm
bad
sorry.
sounding
That
girlfriend,
came
yeah?
out so wrong.
can't do it
Comes up, baby. I'm Jade.
No.
Bangaki.
with the bass even? That's
Aye.
mad, bro.
I'm losing this
Yeah,
battle,
you know-
Mzansi.
yeah, you knocked on
I
the
am
wrong-
losing this
Yeah,
battle.
just knocked on the
I
wrong.
think I'll
But that's,
All right, let's let him. Let's
No,
let
but
him.
that's
Okay,
insane.
if you give me your body count,
it's insane. But
and
why
then you're gonna hurt me.
don't ask me a question to something that the answer's gonna hurt you.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if you're pushed in a corner, would you share it or not?
I can't ever be pushed into a corner, bro.
Okay.
Me, I'm honest. So if you ask me, I'm gonna tell you. But don't be
Okay.
hurt by it.
Clearly, we're talking in what range?
Like, what do you mean?
The body
Now
count.
what are you gonna do with me?
No, it's fine.
Nigga, man.
Would you share the body count to me?
If it's going to help her sleep,
Ooh.
I will. But it's not necessary for me.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But what's a reasonable body count here?
There's
There's no
no
such thing as a
yeah.
reasonable body.
X, can I ask something?
Yes, of course. Abuti Olive.
Jimmy, you're saying if it helps her sleep.
I'm actually saying that on what X has said, that what if I get pushed in the corner? You know what I mean? I'll end up obviously saying it. Because now, if I'm pushed in the corner, she really wants to know. And
Yeah.
she won't let it go.
But do you feel, let's remove the corner. Thank you, Abuti Olive. Go on.
So tell me something. If you say, and you give your body count and you say 2, what do you think she's going to think of you?
That I've been a good boy.
Nah, that you a loser. Like,
You suck.
nah, it's 'cause you-
South Africa, I'm going to share it with you.
Nah, 'cause
2.
you-
Angeke umdala kangaka.
What if I
Angeke.
thought I was gonna be the next
Nah,
pope?
then
Hayi
you-
umdala
That's why
mana
Then you're a
bafu.
fucking loser. A Pope, you should have never had it to start with. It doesn't start if you go for
Two.
Pope.
Angeke.
Nah.
Wenzani all these other years?
But Olive knows me, bro. True.
Oh, okay.
No, but how do I know you?
What? Did you just throw Bra Olive into your support team and legal team? Oh, hell no.
But you see,
No, wait, let's fix that. Wait, Jimmy.
under the
That's on some, wait, that's on some Diddy style. No, wait. How do I know your body count?
Cheers.
That's on some, wait, whoa. Let's fix that, wait.
Let's fix it.
knows
Can we
that
fix that?
I'm not a busy somebody. I'm a good
Olive
guy.
knows what? Yeah.
I'm not a busy guy when it
Right,
comes to women.
right.
No, how do I know that?
How does he know
Because
that?
How
I'm a
do I
boy.
know that?
Because I'm a boy.
Yeah, that's what Diddy said. Okay.
Like I'm on some Vaseline stuff there. No.
Baby oil vibes.
You nigga just stepped up. No way, I can't do that.
But to speak to Olive's point, either way, you say high number, you say low number, you're still gonna be charged for it.
Yeah. Good
what I mean?
point. Like,
So-
you know what? When you go low, the
Yeah.
reality is he weak? What was wrong? Could he not get girls?
No, but
If you're high, way.
you
You see, said
But
daughter.
if she's high also, then what?
but guys usually say a lower number, thinking that they want to look good to the woman. In
But you
actual
know what they
fact,
say about
they're
women,
not.
right? You know what they say about women? Not a fact. What they say.
What they say?
They give you a number, times it by 3.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that, you know what? I think sometimes if guys,
What was the last number we had? Like 50 times?
60.
Nah,
it was 20 times 3.
Yeah. Then to the exponent of 50, to the power of. It's a lot. But that's why I'm saying, like, if you're gonna ask that question, you're asking it to what?
Yeah.
What do you want to happen with it? Because
But all I'm-
because then me, I'll give you the number. Do you want the pictures as well?
Yeah.
you've got the pictures.
Give me like.
Oh, dude
No,
comes
because
with a
if you
whole
wanna- if
pile
you
of
wanna know,
evidence.
yeah.
too.
Okay, here's what I want to
I'm
know.
gonna kill
Okay.
you inside.
Does that body count? Let's say, okay, so with the same person, do you count that 3 times?
No, you can't. What you mean?
Okay.
No, but if you're a real G, you don't need to do that.
Okay. Would you expose the following now? Let's take the body count out. Past sex experiences. Never mind the body count, but certain things you've done sexually. Do you think you should share with it or keep it in?
No, but I think those are those things where a lot of the girls will act like they don't want to do some of those things. So they like to, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if you heard that,
Nah, but
Mzansi,
they like to act like
there
they-
was a female
Yeah,
voice
they-
that just confirmed.
Yeah, like they like to act like they don't want to do it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Is
it's
that
like,
your experience of them?
hey, hey, yo, come on now.
No. It's okay. This is a safe
my
space,
point.
Kabza. This is a safe
Yo,
space.
I don't know you, but is like who else you wanna
Okay.
push upon the player, but how do you wanna like someone needs to have done something for you
Yeah.
in order for you to be like, okay, cool. So that's what I'm saying to the earlier point where it's a communication thing where if you didn't tell me you wanted excitement,
Yeah.
you know, because now it's a fantasy thing again. So
So you'd share your fantasies.
no, I'm not sharing. Like your question is like, yo,
Your
what
past
have I
sexual
done
experiences,
before?
yeah.
Then maybe she's thirsty to also do the same thing, but she don't know how to say it.
So you would share.
I'm honest.
Okay. Like you've always said. Jimmy?
Bro, I don't have
A past. Yeah, I keep telling you.
Okay. Just a simple question, X, on that.
Yeah.
Would they be okay if their partners shared their sexual experiences with their
100%.
Flip
Tell me.
exes.
Tell me if you want to tell me. But again, I can't be hurt by that because I asked the question.
Yeah.
Because I need to know what that party was doing. Where it's like, okay, that nigga, what? In the car only?
Oh,
Shame.
okay.
Shame.
Shame.
And the car rolled. That's why motors good.
You feel me? Now there's
I'm a party now.
Yeah, now there's a
I'm
drop
a
top.
party.
But whenever you flip people in the car,
Yo, of course, yeah.
No, but with me, I No, that's just a myth, by the way.
Hey, I understand. I'm an accident.
But with me, I don't think I want to know any of that, you know.
Yeah.
Because some things, especially in certain men's mind, they're always playing and thinking, and you know. So it's just you're just putting in yourself in a.
Hey, you guys like to think like a girl didn't never have sex. She's having it the first time.
No, it's not that. I mean, let me ask you something, Kabza, Mr. Price.
Mr. Price.
I mean, your woman would have had, you know, some sexual exploration at a very young age because of she was keen, you know, and then she happened to come from some crazy party wherever, and then at some dorm university, and then they had to be.
I wonder which one.
You know,
no names mentioned.
You know, there was the boyfriend, but the friend, the boy, the other guy wanted to join in.
Yeah.
And she had sex with them.
Amanyala.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Amanyala.
So amanyala manje.
Manyala.
No, you can't say that.
Hey, but
No,
this is on a good point.
No, but
Don't take amanyala in a negative because even me amanyala.
Oh, is that
Kabza.
you're calling it that? Let's let Olive explain the scenario.
That's
Then
a
you will give
sexual.
us love.
That's a sexual experience that you could have easily kept in a vault.
Yeah.
But when you like, oh, let's share, it's fine.
Yeah.
Do you think for when, and as Jimmy said, is it something that mentally and with your and us men as you know egotistical as you are, you'll be able to handle which you had a train in university?
Oh, of course.
A whole socioloza mate. No ways. That's crazy.
Dude, why would you attract
How trained?
Nah, that's not even. She's on socioloza.
Vault X.
I think I
Vault it.
Vault.
Vault, yeah.
Yeah, let's vault it. Again,
Never
vault.
vault that,
Okay,
man.
this last one here. Dark family secrets. And maybe I'm gonna guide you to this one. There's certain things as men within our own families that things happen.
Yeah.
You know, that you feel like if you share with your partner, are they worth sharing? How is she going to look at you? How is she going to look at your family? You know, do you think that belongs in a vault, or is that something you should tell?
Is this because Kanye West did his cousin like this? Is this where this is coming from?
Okay.
Is it because his cousin did him dirty?
Okay.
Now I'm
Ngathi ngiyabona ngithi baby.
Hey.
Ekhaya sinenyoka. Sithwele. And le nyoka le inokulala nawe.
Yo, that's wild. And when he's sleeping. Anaconda.
Anaconda yomfazi for you know.
Fanele ulale nayo ntwana.
Guzuthola amandla.
Yeah, just tell me.
Like, I love goals.
Thursdays are not your night. Thursday is not your night. It's my night. I must pota.
Oh, wow, guys, wow. This took a weird turn.
But like,
this took a very weird turn. But you know what? I love that we're taking it to this level because families have very, very deep secrets.
Yeah.
As cool men, on our own, certain practices that we do. That if you meet a partner in life, are you willing to share such things? And going back to your initial point earlier, you were like, women can punish you with what you shared before. Masenhlukana la, lengane kushaya ngazi ukuthi ayiwonde lento lala nenyoka.
imagine. That's why they try.
So you keep it in the vault or do you share? Or is it about the depth of the family secret?
No, but besides that, can someone know everything about you?
Yeah, they can.
No,
Really?
no. Yes, they can, but should they? No. Some things should be to you,
Yeah.
right? And things like that should be for you, where it might be.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
No, but remember,
if you're sharing every element of
Christmas.
self, let's take it to another level of thinking here. And if I'm sharing every element of me in the bedroom, whatever, what should be a secret then? Because I'm giving you my life, I'm sharing my life, we've got kids and blah, blah, blah.
Bedroom versus the cousin that was giving me Plozana's kankani. What's going on?
But you know,
Like, where do they balance? You see what I'm saying?
you know the family secrets.
Yeah.
Where do you draw balance?
Like,
Because the bedroom and those
Yeah, yeah.
things and the family secret are two different
But with the family
things.
secrets, like when you bring someone into your space, umama kuzokutshela, hey, Xolani, lo makotinyana wakho uyaphapha. Ungamtsheli ukuthi siphila kanjani la endlini. Ungamtsheli.
Ngoba le nyoka
They'll say
ngeke
that.
isasinika amandla.
You know, they'll tell you, like elders have a way of seeing if someone will be able to keep that secret. Or uzothi maka find out nje ahlanye, go crazy, you know what I mean?
And I like the context that we said dark family secrets.
Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's in the dark which is good. It's bad.
What? No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Hey, that's a point
Some
there.
things should just be for you.
Yeah.
Some things should just be for you in
Yeah.
life. Because that's where now we get to that whole possessiveness. It gets crazy. Like,
Imagine,
that.
imagine, yabona le yangathi kulela ubaba usithole wasenedosa. Ngoba la
And kids, you know,
that's a deep family
you know what's the irony around these? It's because these are actually top research reasons and things that people are finding out there to say these can affect a relationship.
that your aunties as your mom.
No.
Crazy.
No, but
Yeah.
exactly, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
That's a valid point because hey, yeah, no, it's a good thing we don't really pursue that whole DNA test online checking history thing. Because once we start doing that, yeah, family
But
tree
here's the
would
thing,
look
Mr.
mad.
Here's the thing, Mr. X.
Yes.
If families can keep in the recipe of cooking a dombolo,
As a secret.
What more?
the dombolo staff must stay away.
What more something that heavy? So that's why
Nah,
it needs
true.
to be
True.
within the context.
I've got another vault question I want to throw out there. Okay, and I want to know if it's a vault or not.
hope
Okay,
it's not.
important information about a man and a woman. Okay, from the past, ne? Should never keep them from their partner. Right? I want to know, should you keep this from your partner or not? Basically,
No,
let me put it that
please
way.
repeat what you just said.
Important information that you feel should you keep from your partner or not.
Yeah.
Okay? I want to understand from you guys. Do you think you should keep this in the vault or not?
No, I think there's.
And I'm gonna throw just one sec.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw those 3 major research things that we found out there.
Yeah.
Do you feel you should share them or not? This is my question to you.
Yeah.
The first one is health issues.
No,
What
definitely.
health issues? Where are you going with that?
Any.
Is she? Yeah.
Do
No,
you
but-
feel you should
but-
tell your partner if you have any health issues?
Yes.
Whether chronic,
That's-
whether
that's-
hard,
but I mean,
whatever it is.
That I agree. It's a standard.
No, but
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
That's the
you need to
standard.
know, like, you need to know, right? Because when, like when
there's
you
no
have
brainer,
kids,
yeah.
they
Okay.
might have certain, like, you need to know if the family has a history
History.
of diabetes,
Okay.
cancer, and all of those things. Because
Oh, you're HIV.
Like-
you tell
Yeah.
me. You tell
yeah,
me.
like
Go on.
there's things.
Then they
that-
can make a decision whether they
yeah,
stay or
like
not,
there's-
type of
there's-
thing.
Yeah, like you
Okay.
need to give that allowance. Like you need to let the person.
You know, sometimes it's not
Yeah.
mistakes. It's not even about health issues in terms of that affects something like an illness and so forth.
Yeah.
You know that you might find yourself where, and this is a sensitive topic, by the way, where you find that you've been, let's say, as a lady at some point, maybe you're pregnant at your teenage earlier years, and you had an abortion, and that might have played a role in you maybe struggling to fall pregnant and so forth.
Yeah.
So those things are things that maybe, but it also helps when you have a partner and that is under an understanding on how you share that. But that's what I was saying. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
You need to be able to share those things and be able to say, you know what, this is a situation that I had to go through. I was young, or I had a certain complication,
Yeah.
and I had to have an abortion.
Yeah.
So those kind of things need to be shared so that when there's challenges, your partner is aware of
Yeah.
those.
Like,
Very, very true. Thank you, Abuti Olive.
gotta be
Because
cognizant of that.
yeah, we have to be very aware. And again, as redemption, there are certain elements which we can all fully agree on. You know, like Abuti Olive is saying, some things you have to let your partner in on because you're about to take this journey of life. And decisions that are made can affect you both, especially health-wise.
Health is non-negotiable.
Thank you.
Like health
Right.
is non-negotiable.
Yeah, yeah. The next one, I don't know how we're going to feel about this one. Financial status.
It's important. It's really
Go bad.
It's really important.
No, but so we know, are we living above our means? Are we living...
No. That's
in the means,
before you go there. Like when we meet and want to build something, you know, you're not even living at this point. Like tell me your situation. Would say, "Ntwana ni flesh so that I'm barely making it." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
Honesty.
Yeah, honesty. You know, so that when I step into, like, we get into this relationship, I know I'll assist you up to a certain point until you back up. You know what I mean? So,
Gents, I want to ask something. I love what you're saying, but I want to ask something. In the current situation, Mzansi, with all the things we are facing,
yeah,
with the targets we have on our backs, and some people needing survival through us as men, sharing a financial status is healthy. Which what we are seeing even in celebrity world, where men are getting divorced because now I'm going to take 50%. Let's really go into this one.
no,
but I mean, we're
you
seeing...
have to. When I don't talk about your
The
side, like supporting your sides and saying which we're talking
But
about.
I'm just thinking further than
Yeah.
if I share my full financial status with you, and yes, we're in this relationship thing, and then maybe you find out I got a secret billion hidden somewhere.
Yeah.
Next thing you're planning a divorce on me. Is it safe to share, or is it depending on the type of relationship we have?
No, but that's why I'm saying, like, when do you share it? You cannot share those once you are married. You should have already
Shared it in
that,
dating.
that conversation.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
you'll know by the test of character of the person.
And there's also two folds to this.
Yeah.
It's not only about the billionaire status, you rich niggas. 'Cause you're talking about it you're talking about it from the Shannon Sharp stories and stuff. No,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
we're talking about us, everyday life.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
The financial status is important because, and I'm happy that when I actually brought the current status that we're in.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, as men, we find ourselves having to play a role of us having the money that we don't have.
Yeah.
And we go and buy the bottles and then go to the nyamas and all those places where someone thinks that you can afford a certain lifestyle. Then you blame the very same lady who has an expectation of you because you were able to buy
That's what
an
you laid
entire
out.
bar at some stage.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, when she wants you to
can't.
keep up with that life, then you blame her. When you were the idiot that started that,
Exactly.
that lifestyle.
Yes.
But it is exactly what it is that what Kabza was saying is that, be honest about your bank balance.
Yeah.
It's a
Yes.
negative, it's a chicken licking, or whether it's a jumbo, whatever it is, keep it at that because it makes her know whether you're compatible or not.
Yeah.
Then you move right along. Because if you say you have a Hennessy life, and then she jumps onto the boat, and then from there, only to find your boat is not even escaping.
it's a
It's a problem.
Yeah.
So we have that issue, and then the other one is the same one which you just guys spoke on. Is I think ladies need to not know your bank balance, but they need to see how you move.
Yes.
True.
If you do have the means and you do have the money, stop flashing it.
Exactly.
The into zawo be khaba nama Gucci nama bag into
like you gotta
chill.
that nonsense must stop.
No, you gotta chill. No, but
You understand that?
You gotta
No. Because of that,
Yeah.
that is a billboard for advertisement,
Yeah.
and then advertisement because this is Zulu.
Yeah,
But
okay.
advertisement is advertisement because of but that's a billboard.
No, but
you're walking around saying, "Come to me.
Yes.
I have the money and the means."
I mean,
You understand that?
that's why I'm glad you mentioned the Shannon Sharp thing.
Yeah.
Like, guy signs $100 million. Then now there's things that come out. It's curious because why now?
Why did
not
you have to
before?
expose it? Why did you have to?
No, why did she now choose to go down this? Because now she saw
knew.
that, hey, this guy just
knew.
signed some money here,
We make ourselves targets
Yeah, I think
by sharing. So there's elements of
Yeah, so
share, don't share,
That's
depending.
why you need to be a good judge of character.
Yeah.
Like, that
Yeah.
is vital. Where,
Yeah.
if you're a trash guy, you're a trash guy, but be honest in that and know.
And money
know what
people
it
don't
is.
really need to show money.
No, but that's the thing. That's why you have shows like I Blew It. Like when our black brothers get hold of that money, there'll be the billboard advertisements that what Olive is talking about. You know, so for me, you know, all your lady needs to know if you are good is that you know what, I'm good.
Yeah.
Financially, don't worry about me. But even if you are not good, you tell her that you know what, don't have high expectations. I'm surviving, but I'm still working on something. So that she decide that you know what, I can see that you are building, and I want to build with you, so that we shine together. That's it.
Hey, yeah, it's a deep one, guys. And again, I want to throw in the last one because I think in all of this, it leads to this final one to say, do we keep it in the vault or not? And it also is linked to the first one around health.
Yeah.
Your past traumas, okay? And this may vary, by the way.
Yeah.
Whatever type trauma that is, should you share with your partner certain things you've experienced? And I'm gonna lay it out thick for you. Whether it's sexual assault, whether it's some form of abuse, whether it's loss, grief, do you think you need to share that with your partner, or you need to hide it?
No, but it's boundaries. What's your boundary on it? So that the person can respect it. What's your boundary on it?
What do you mean boundaries? Break it down.
Yeah, no, it's a boundary because it's like we're not gonna. There's things that I went through that now you have to have gone through certain relationships for you to become the person that you are, right?
Yep.
So you now know what you want and don't want, right?
Yeah.
You've done the things that you don't want.
Yeah.
So that's.
But I think from a trauma perspective.
But trauma is that's why it's boundaries. You have to create the boundary where it's like I've been in a relationship where this person was always manipulative, for example, right? So you draw the boundary around that where it's like.
So you're saying we should share what the trauma was, that way she's.
No, you don't need to share the trauma, but share the boundary of what you're willing to put up with and what.
So maybe you don't want to express the detail of what happened. Just tell them that don't ever do this.
Yeah, but
not the result of
why. Just
be
cognizant to be like, here's my lines. If you cross them, it's a wrap.
But you see, can I come in there?
Yes, of course.
I do have a problem with what KP is saying, and I also accept what he's saying because of you see, with trauma, it's not an easy thing to share.
Yeah.
So I think this is exactly his point: is that it's not because it has to do with vulnerability.
Correct.
And that space that you create for a person to be able to share however and how much information there is. And I think this is his point, right?
Yes.
But I think it also then, I think maybe, I'm not sure if I'm disagreeing with him, but or maybe it's an extension to his point of vulnerability, is that then there needs to be a reason, because unfortunately, and once again, I'll use a very sensitive example as my previous example, is if you have been sexually assaulted, men or women, because of this, always this case of sexual assault could be limited. No, as men. Yeah. And it becomes an even more tougher conversation for men, because of with women, there's more spaces where there's sharing, there's counseling, there's so forth, and then there's less when you go to that other side.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it any better though.
Yeah.
Doesn't make it any better.
Definitely.
But saying that as a man, if let's say you've been sexually assaulted, and I'm saying it from a man's point of view here, not from a female's point of view, who's your partner sharing.
Yeah.
So if you're as a guy and you've been sexually assaulted,
will you share?
Would you share? Does that make you feel less of that woman? So that vulnerability that Kabza is talking about, is that, am I in that space where I'm able to say, hey, Joe, I'm a guy, but I had my uncle who sexually assaulted me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At this age. So it depends on exactly what Kabza is saying.
I mean, on where you at with
100%. Wisdom again with Olive. Jimmy?
Yeah, I mean,
it's a tricky one. It's a tough one though.
Yeah, sometimes guys date like really ignorant ladies.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be bringing up that from time again? That's why I'm
Cheers.
It's a very, like you get ladies that do that.
They use your trauma against you.
Against you, yeah.
And that's exactly what we said earlier. When we said you want to share the type of woman you have, the maturity level as well.
Exactly.
it will decide whether it's vault or share, and the amount of time you've spent with her, and how much sharing she's done with you.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna go out and spill my guts with someone who's never told me a thing about their life.
Yeah.
Personally, I would never do that because angithembi, angikwazi. What happened to you to be like this? Especially now when you get into argument and use your scenario, Jimmy. Sihleli samajita siyabshaya blomile. Atonga mbona nje lo we bandla bamenzana kakhulu. Whoa, when did that come in there?
Yeah, it's a tough
Yeah, but
one.
that's spitefulness sometimes. But
Yeah.
it's you having. That's what I'm saying. You have to be able to read the situation and know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to read the situation and know, because
I think that's the biggest challenge that you've got as men. When you share,
Yeah.
it's always used against you. You know what I mean?
Everyone.
so you gotta be cognizant of it. Especially you haven't dealt with it. That's even worse. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know, you don't wanna also, you must remember, hurt people type situation.
Yeah.
You know?
No, but maybe, Jimmy, just to be very careful with what we say, because yes, there are women who have, you know, formed and found themselves being sexually assaulted multiple times, and then you might feel maybe is fair or she's been loose and she's been whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not that those things might be used against them.
Yeah.
And sometimes, yes, it might be at the time where she had not had the best advice about life and decisions. And she made those decisions, yes, you know, but when she made them, she didn't know any better.
Yeah.
And then they might be used against them because of, remember lento besikhuluma ngayo earlier, of the family secrets.
Yeah.
You know, abo mamncane mase bakuthuka ukuthi hey wena
Hey,
ngathi bose heal bro baloba busy nawe. Those things, you know, bakuthuka ngazo. You know,
Yeah, the family element.
yeah. So let's not even dumb it down to it being as men. You know,
Yeah.
ukuthuka kwabafazi, sometimes we find it's much easier because of their experiences, as if
Yeah.
they're easy to be spoken about. But I do agree with KB to say, you know, the vulnerability and the trauma, it depends. And I mean, if anything, to be honest with you, there should be more shared with your counselor, which is someone who's outside your family,
Yeah.
and less with your family when it comes to things like
Most
that.
definitely.
Always.
Yeah,
Always.
I would say, like, you know, between the ladies, the gents, you know, they
Yeah.
should not share anything where that thing is always going to come back to them. You know what I mean? So, I would always is right by saying, you know, with the counselor, I think that's the best. You know what I mean?
It's you know what, and again, thank you, Abud Olive. It's a wisdom point here. It leads me to remembering something about EQ. You know, emotional quotient, which is emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Date your type. Ngengqondo.
But I'm not
Have a level of maturity where if you have matured and grown from the pain you've experienced, date the kind of woman who understands it to a point where they won't weaponize it against you.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're saying.
But the thing is, sometimes you never know up until,
Yeah.
you know.
Hey,
No,
chameleons are out
you'll
there.
never know. No.
never know.
What Jimmy is saying, you'll never know.
Yeah.
You know, I had a friend, no?
Yeah.
Ex
Yeah,
and gents. My friend, he was the Mzalone type. You know, did not have any sexual anything experiences as teenagers and so forth. You know, we go to a camp, we go there, we have fun. Once we get camping, I mean, I'm one of those love life facilitators. I talk about sex and all sorts of things. Among figure lap, I'm popular, and among figure lap, I wear tandaza and everyone else. And then he falls in love with this lady, right?
my
In that
goodness.
camp. No. The lady fell in love with him as well. Because he was a good young a youth pastor, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, he's a best friend of mine. You know, childhood friend. And that woman knew Munganami ukula from a very poor family. You know, very, very, like extremely, not like, I'm not talking about poor, just like extremely. You know, where a chicken we want to lay, I lay in my feathers. I want. So does Pijo. But
lento ungayigubhi kakhulu yabuthi Olive, but yeah.
No, but listen.
Yeah.
But this lady, Magahlangana naye laphana ku that campus kuyo.
Yeah.
She was studying to be an accountant and stuff like that. She graduated in that point, and then she became, an accountant and worked for a law firm, some firm, and so on and so on and so forth. 2 years into their marriage, let me tell you, because of you're a guy where you were vulnerable and you were now found yourself exposing yourself and everything about your sister. Lenta kakhuluma ngayo uKabza, where Usisi, one of the ladies were called Usisi, and Usisi wakhe is
mom.
Is an aunt.
Oh man.
You understand? No, the aunt is the mom.
aunt is the mom.
Yes.
The aunt is the mom.
The aunt is she knew every single secret about those kind of things, about how much they could.
Oh man.
Let me tell you, when they divorced,
go through a lot.
this thing was, when was Facebook started? Like 2010,
2009.
yeah, there.
Yeah.
Right? I can even go back. I can show you.
You got your
Earlier
stats,
that
bro.
about 2011, that's when she wrote all that stuff there
Imagine.
about his family secrets. Nokuthi umama kuya lawyer, umthandazo, angithi nje umthandazo, they wake up in the morning and they do that tongue thing. Athi umama ko class busy senza i-tongue prayers. Mama ko busy ngale ushisa impepho
Was
uyathakatha.
mama care like big or
No, mama was she was tiny.
aha? Do you know what this one said? They said umama omkhulu akaloyi ngoba akakwazi ukugibela umthanyelo.
You're stupid.
Give me love.
It's over the limit.
You know what? No, I read that recently. I'm so sorry. I would Olive on your powerful point. He's throwing it in there because
No. Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy
they
Masai.
said izilenda azithakathi because angeke sisinde umshanyelo idudla ziyasinda.
Big time.
You know what? I would Olive is gonna come back and then finish his point.
Nah,
but
he's not.
Powerful stuff.
No, Jimmy killed him.
Jimmy, you
No,
took him
Jimmy
out the
killed
game.
No, we can even wrap the show.
Yeah,
Good
no.
show.
Before we wrap
Good
up the
show.
show,
It's like,
there's a lot of traumas, right?
You
Yeah.
killed
I was
it.
Yeah.
telling my wife that I've been traumatized by food,
Yeah.
particularly isbindi, cow, ox, liver, ne?
Liver, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that thing.
What?
Because remember back in the days, emakhaya ma kungena shibo, that would be the cheapest thing
The
to buy.
cheapest thing. It
And
still
then-
is, though.
No, not really.
Pork, too.
I don't want isbindi, guys. I'm
Okay.
traumatized, so
You don't want bravery.
no, I don't want. I'm not.
Does not need a liver.
You don't want
But
bravery.
why?
His liver needs a liver, tell you.
But why?
Listen. When you grow up eating
The-
whatever been given on the table because there's no other options.
Oh, childhood.
No, Jimmy,
oh.
Jimmy's those guys, they made Lucky Star the noodles for him.
No, but I don't understand why.
No, but it's something that I wouldn't want to. It reminds me of that
Oh,
past. You
it's
know what I
that-
mean?
So you're linking it with like
That
past
suffering,
things, suffering. It's like a
every time
poverty
it was-
meal for you.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like some guys would say, umdoko amabele. Kunini,
I
ngikhule
love that, by the
nogogo.
way. I love that.
You know, yeah, well, sorry, my generation,
So
Gimdala.
everything that you did since Abut Olive when it wasn't a good time,
Yeah.
that's not a good thing for you.
So
to
that
do
would be
because
trauma.
it reminds you that.
So you wouldn't share that with your partner? What if she makes liver
No,
for
guys, I'm lost, eh? You're talking about this bindi.
you? Yeah.
So what I'm going to see there because
It reminds me of poor times.
on poor
Poor
times,
times.
yes.
Poor
He
times.
says those were poor
Because
times.
back in the days,
He's saying liver triggers
He's saying
him.
liver.
she has the
And
poverty.
wait for it, Abut Olive. This man of ours is saying a whole liver was poverty meal for him. And then we're sitting here with him. How?
No. Remember,
Is it traumatic for you even seeing it?
Maybe Abut Olive loves it when
Yeah.
it's being grilled. One chew is out. It's a delicacy.
yes,
It's not an everyday thing.
No, but bruh, you're saying you had it so much.
Yeah, that's
Do you know
actually-
at the time you're saying you're having it in, it was a delicacy.
No.
Oh, what are you saying? Like, what is that trauma
It's
behind it?
like, bro, think of like
All I'm saying-
think of cabbage. It's like cabbage.
They are cool.
Let's
Yeah.
say cabbage is the only thing that you have to eat.
It's cheap.
Not because
No.
it's what you guys can afford.
Yes.
That's all you could afford.
Yes, I get it.
So you would
trauma
remix cabbage with eggs. You
Yeah.
remix it, cabbage with bread. Like you keep remixing.
Yeah, but you see, no, Mamela,
because of poverty.
Yeah.
Kabza, no, my misunderstanding was, I think it was connecting that to poverty.
Yes.
Because I would have actually gone, because you know I'm a gourmet.
That's
I
where
would
I was
have
going to go
actually
to.
taken him
I would take
and
a
told him
mini, bro,
about
and turn it into
no,
a French
I would
meal.
have taken him to all the different parts of liver and all stuff.
It's like,
no, sorry. Excuse me. It's called pate. It's pate. It's spread of pate on a brisk of toast.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's pate.
No, but now what I
Yes.
do, actually,
Nonsense.
My wife, my
Try
wife,
them up alone.
my wife,
try that,
my
you know.
wife actually loves it.
Yeah.
But when it's grilled, so she's got a way that she wants me to grill for, and I
Yeah.
actually started enjoying it again because of how she does
Oh
it.
no, yazwakala manje.
So
Yeah, into moyidle kakhulu. Isho kanjalo. Ungakho ngabo poverty. Just say you ate it too much.
ukuthi bekuyi-trauma yakho yabo. Hey, next thing masithi asivaye sishisa isibindi intwana like hayi ipoverty.
He's just breaking down. Puminyembezi.
Nah, gentlemen, you know what? It's been another great
Maybe.
session around this. And again, South Africa, I just want to throw something out there to you. If you would love to have Abuti Olive, not just the voice in the back, join us. Do comment. Do tell him to come and join us so you can meet the wisdom
Fucking
behind
mad.
some of these things we've been sharing.
Fucking mad.
Well, I hope, okay, we mad.
never happened.
Fucking mad.
It'll never be
Listen,
happening.
I would say he's a voice in the sky. No one needs to see him. He's a voice in the sky.
Timo.
Ultimately, though, I'm going to challenge these two gentlemen and say, if you want him there, I will convince him to be here so that you can see the man behind the voice and the wisdom.
You have a better chance of it snowing.
My man.
You have
They
a
keep
better
fighting
chance
me.
of
You keep
of it
fighting
snowing.
me.
I'm not fighting. Know your. You the one that like to say EQ. Know your name.
Know my audience.
Come on.
I know my audience, and some of them are going to tell us to bring him on board. Gentlemen, any last thoughts around some of these challenges and verses and vaults that you want to share with us?
Remember, you're a prize, bro. Remember, you're a prize. You're signing out. You feel me? Remember, you're a prize. Don't settle for trash. You feel me? These women they're not loyal.
Okay.
Yeah. No, so for me, like, there are some of the important elements that we've touched on.
Yeah.
Sharing of traumas and, do what makes you happy out there. Don't be pressured to do anything. Thank you
that.
guys for watching.
Be pressured to do something fun.
Yeah.
Okay. I think just I'm gonna collectively take your feedback, as strange as yours is.
Yes, sir.
You know what? We've got two. You know what, guys? We're in a polar universe.
Yeah.
People feel a certain way. Others feel a certain way. Some people feel like I must keep this. Some people must feel like I won't keep this. Ultimately, Mzansi, your partner's your partner, and like Abu Olive was saying, you gotta, like Kabelo also on his point, feel out the person you wanna share things with. Be very careful what you share as well, like Jimmy was saying.
Yep.
It may be used against you in a court of law, so to speak. But ultimately, we hope we've educated you enough. We hope we've given you insights on how we think, how you may think. We also really hope that you get the view that we are not just a one-sided drive. There are elements that we've discussed today that are going to give you insight that we are supporting you as ladies. We really appreciate and love you as Redemption. And we appreciate the support and views that you keep giving us. Keep on showing us the passion and love, and we'll keep educating you on doing better in your relationships. Have a great one.
On being a prize.
Dear prize.
Fucking prize, damn it. Yeah.
Gents, don't leave me out. Have a good one.
Cheers. Hi, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe on YouTube. It's Olive Branch Entertainment on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok. Our TikTok account is very nice. You'll catch behind the scenes stuff, and you'll see how we do these shows. Facebook page, Olive Branch Entertainment, and enjoy all the content that we're giving you. Cheers.
Follow us, Olive Branch Entertainment. We're live. Follow us TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. We're on the road to 1,000 followers on YouTube. Help us. Let's get there. We're out.
Beautiful session yet again, guys. Olive Branch Entertainment, we're here for you. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, everywhere we go, YouTube. Drive us to that 1,000 followership and we'll give you more. Thank you yet again and have a great one.